another video game analysis, and today we are doing what I like to call a theory analysis. This is where we will be analyzing certain theories to a certain place, thing, whatever in gaming, and it also gives me another excuse to wear this hat, which I like this hat, because we're going to be talking about one of the most infamous places in Pokémon, Lavender Town, from Gen 1 people, from Gen 1. This has sparked so many stories and so many theories, and especially with creepypasta. I've heard a lot of them, and I've seen a lot. I've experienced it for myself, and I'm gonna just share three of the biggest ones. We're gonna go over Lavender Town Syndrome. We're gonna go over Gary's Raticate or Blue's Raticate, and then we're going to talk about the whole thing behind the theme of Lavender Town itself. You know, and why it stirred so much creepy posture, if you know what I mean. So let's fire up the Game Boy player, because we're gonna take a tour of Lavender Town. Ooh, sounds scary. It's amazing how one simple appreciated minor chord, smart guy talk, along with a little creepy melody can stir up such wonder and fascination. Let's start with the music, as I just described. In the original Red and Green in Japan, there were stories of people experiencing great goosebumps. Ooh, I'm feeling them. Well, sorry to annoy you. Anywho, before I stop being stupid, the whole thing with Lavender Town is kids were experiencing seizures, terribleness, and suicide, reached to suicide. Alright, this is completely bogus. I'll tell you why. Because Pokémons wouldn't exist today if that was true. I mean, come on, you know what I mean, man? Like there'll be one here are the guys that made Pokemon. Yup, we made Pokemon. It's a success and all. And then here's the businessman. They're all like, hey, there's been reports of suicide from your theme song in Lavender Town. And then the other guy's like, what? That's crazy, man. I mean, like, come on. Like, okay, we'll make a compromise with you, man. We're gonna lower the frequency down a little bit, or you know what I mean? You know, just so it doesn't do that effect. No. This is the reality of what will happen, people. The company man will say, no, we're not risking that stuff anymore. You're out of here. No more Pokemons. It's pronounced Pokemon. No more Pokemons. And yeah, that's pretty much what will happen. Now, other than the music here, it's like, as a student musician, I can tell you, music does have the ability to stir up emotions and feelings, but in no way can a certain frequency get in your head and give you suicidal thoughts. I don't know. I mean, chemical imbalances can do that, but I've never heard of sounds or frequencies that can give you just those thoughts in your mind. Like, granted, I've never played the Japanese version, but I have looked up on YouTube. I've never had any problems, and I'll tell you that right now. Now that that's over with, we're going to move on to the creepypastas of Lavender Town, where it comes from, and why it's pretty much here. Look, other than the music here, I'm going to tell you, when I was a kid, flashback. When I was a kid, and I got a Game Boy Color, and I think my grandparents asked me what I wanted for my birthday, so I asked, ooh, can I get this Pokémon game? I've been watching the anime for a little while. I remember it was like first grade. Oh man, I'm feeling so nostalgic. When I got up to Lavender Town, I thought the music was interesting, but let me tell you, I have never ever had a problem with it. Frankly, I think people over-exaggerate. Like, here is the main gimmick with Lavender Town. See, this music's kind of still creepy, but let me tell you something right now. It's not that big of a deal. Pokemon Tower was erected in the memory of Pokemon that had died. Alright. I will say death in a children's game is pretty weird, but you know what? This doesn't imply, to me, even as a kid, this never implied to me that it just, that Pokemon, this was a dark place. I mean, look, I'm a channeler. These are spirits up to mischief. Yeah, those are the bad guys here. Basically what happens in this area of the game, you have, you fight a bunch of psychic channelers, ghosts, and you have ghosts. You get the Silph-scope, you see the ghosts are actually Pokemon, and you find out that there's a Marowak mother that died, leaving the poor orphan, which was going to be the original name of Cubone, alone. My Growlithe, why did you die? Okay, so I'm sorry. So far, the dialogue's not making my case. I'm looking for a certain dialogue that... Ah, here we go. Did you come to pay respects? Bless you. Alright. Right there, it just shows me, as a trainer, that this place shows respect for the dead. It is just a funeral home. I mean, yeah, it's nice to see. Tombstones, no big deal. Yeah. Yeah, you know. Even we could not identify the wayward... Oh, well, they still say... This is the Silph-scope. Woman Crow tells you the Silph-scope. And all in all, this just plays respect to past Pokemon. You know, for you to visit them and love them. Remember who they were and what they did in a lifetime for you. And there is no... All creepypastas aside, there is no Pokemon game that shows a Pokemon dying. They're careful to use words like faint, well, yeah, faint, healing. Yeah, there you go. See, no death. I'm here to say that the creepypastas are interesting. I'm not taking down creepypastas up a level. I'm just saying it's not something to take seriously. It's just something for fun. Like I said with theories, it's just something for fun. Let's switch to leaf green. The music's nicer. I'm a little creeped out. It is a little nicer. They remixed this to probably avoid the problems they had in the past with it, like spreading rumors that the game is evil. This gets to the final part of this discussion here, and this is a theory I do not debunk. This is one I think is out in the open for thought, and it's something you can perceive for yourself. Something I never thought of when I was younger, but something I do now that was really interesting. It's Gary's Raticate theory. The last time you face your... There's something wrong with my D-pad. Yeah, this one's a little nicer too. It's like the last time you face your rival, whether it be his name is Jerkface, or Bloop, or Gary, or Blue, whatever. Or Green in this case. Last time you faced him was in the SS Anne, and one of the Pokemon in his party was Eradicate. And I hate Raticates. I think we all do, especially when they use Hyper Fang. That's a deadly move, let me tell you right now. But in the end of the day, when you get to Lavender Town, you go up those stairs. Well, it's not going to happen now because this is a beaten file. And you run into your rival right about here. And he says something really interesting. He says, I'm paraphrasing here, I don't know the exact words. He says that, have you come here to pay respects your Pokemon to? Something like that. Probably not to, it probably gave it away, but he doesn't have that Eradicate anymore. Now, whether it was you that killed Eradicate, which is what the theory's made about to make it a little creepy, or just some unfortunate circumstance, I don't know. We don't know. But it's an interesting theory, and it took a lot of thought to come up with this one. This is one I do not debunk, because it is a possibility. In fact, there's a lot of things about the first gen of Pokemon, which was put into this game, the remakes, that were just mysterious, because they didn't have the time to finish the game. They rushed it in, and you know what? There was a lot of theories, a lot of glitches from that, especially the Mew glitch, Missing No, Apostrophe 3M, and out of all of that, Lavender Town is surrounded with mystery. It's that place that just tells you, where am I? But as someone who played this since he was 10 years old, not even, like 7, let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with Lavender Town. It represents a place where even after the Pokemon has left, you still love them. And you know what? That's what Pokemon was always about. It's about companionship and love. Yeah, you wanted more information. I'm gonna self-promote myself like a jerk, and you watch episode 3, I think. Pokemon's social analysis on Pokemon. Yeah, I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. It was 3. Last time I wore this hat in this show. I like this hat. And then we get to a nice little cheery area. And we go back. Yeah. Generally here, many of the theories are bogus. But you know what? Don't just like ruin the fun for people, because this is fun. It was fun for me, let me tell you. Like, I have a lot of fun here in stories, creepypastas, theories, and stories, whether they're dark or not. It just gives things a little deeper look, a little thought-provoking stuff. And Lavender Town is a place where everyone remembers. You know what I mean? Like whether it's making up stories about victims of this song, or making creepy versions where I guarantee you every creepypasta is going to make they're going to say Lavender Town somewhere in there, I guarantee you. And it's just stuff like that, you know? It changes your views of it doesn't change the view of the game to me, but it can change the views to others of how this game is. But you know, it doesn't take away from the adventure. I'm just telling this for people who might get a sour eye to this game because of some of the stories told, like creepy black version, which maybe I'll get into some stuff like that, or you know, it's just something that's thought-provoking, just like a theory, whether they're true or not. Most of the time there aren't, and the ones that can be true just can be true. It's just a possibility. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe. It'll really help me out. Next week is the last episode of this year, of this season of Video Game Analysis. And we're going to end it off with a bang, people, because we're going to talk about my favorite character and many others in gaming, as well as one of the most influential and most impacting person in gaming. We're going to do a character analysis on Mario. Mario of the Mario Brothers. Yeah, that's right. It's going to be really exciting, and I've been waiting to do this one for a long time. I love Mario, and I can't wait to do it. Now, I got another announcement too. I am going to be starting a co-op Let's Play of Pokemon Red, the Game Boy Color one, not the Game Boy, you know what I mean. We're going to play the first one, and I'm going to play it with my friend Thomas Smith. He has his own YouTube channel. I'm sure you've seen him. If you've seen me, I'm gonna link his channel in the description. Check him out. We're gonna be planning on doing a Let's Play together, and we're gonna try to do all the Pokemon games in order. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I think it'll be interesting doing having two people manage a Pokemon trainer's journey, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So remember, next time, character analysis on Mario. That's gonna be really exciting. I love Mario, and I'll see you then.